Honestly, this is absolutely shocking. And if true, this may be the biggest news of the 2024 track and field cycle. Wow. Plus, someone called Matt got married and everyone in track and field was there. Plus, eye candy Alexis Holmes is eye candy. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts. And ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, first up, let me just say our Peter Lloyd World of Wealth Finance channel is up and running. Our newest video is out. The title of that video is How Babylon or the System Keeps Us All Broke. You gotta go and check that out. I'll leave a link below in the comments. We've got a lot to get to today, and I'm telling you some incredible news happening. First up, the American 400-meter sensation out of the United States, Alexis Holmes, has had one heck of a 2024 season, including several Olympic medals. Well, she's on the D&D, as she puts it, and shared with us some pictures of her taking it easy. Like we say, these athletes get about a month off if they're amateurs or in the collegiate scene, and about 2 weeks off if they're pros. And of course, when they get the time off, they get the time off. And yeah, she's eye candy. Now, if you don't remember who Alexis Holmes is, you just saw her come second behind the current world and Olympic champion at ALEXIS in the women's 400 meters.
Strong finish, and Alexis Holmes finishes strong too, Paul.
Less than 200 meters to go. The Olympic champion now in the lead. Nasser coming in on the inside.
Somebody will be crowned with that Tiffany crown tonight. Who wants it the most? Watch Paulino and Nasser, who's coming in strong on the inside.
Marilady Paulino. And Paulino will back up her win in Paris with a win here in New York.
So, big up to 400-meter sensation Alexis Holmes, who reps for the United States. Let's see what she has in store for us for 2024. And yeah, she's eye candy, but super talented on that track.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
The big boss himself repping for Max Brown International men's style and looking dapper. Big up to Hansle Parchment. Had a mixed season, but still the boss in my humble opinion. Big up to you, sir. Daryl Nita, who is of Jamaican heritage, also was repping at Bethany Ferns. Of course, you know that this young lady does model on the side, and I don't know if she's on the side, but she does kind of look like a model. She's a very attractive young lady, apart from being super talented and fast, becoming one of England's best over the 100 and 200 meters. Now, Math got married to Tony, and many top-tier celebrities, including Dina, Asher Smith, Janelle Broomfield, both of the Lyles brothers, and several other athletic stars were present to celebrate with Matt and his new wife, Tony. Unfortunately, they're playing music here, so we had to mute it, but you should be able to see the rest of the video. So you are great at track and field here, Royals, and I want you to tell me who Matt is, because you know he must be in the game, he must be in track and field. Let me know who got married, which Matt got married. And congratulations to him and his lovely wife, Tony. Obviously, with all these celebrities, you're just looking at a few of them right here in track and field, showing their love and support. Matt is someone of importance. Let me know in the comments which Matt got married. Now, we have huge news today. And if this is actually true, this is somewhat shocking. Now, okay. First up, let me break it down. Reports are that Ronaldo Walcott has lost 3 of his top athletes. The elite track and field boss recently lost Shelly Fraser-Price, who has moved on from his coaching. Rashid Broadbell is said to have also moved on. The rumor is that he's moved on to MVP. And most shocking, Elaine Thompson-Herah has also moved on. And the big shocking news here is that Elaine Thompson-Herah, the double gold medalist from the Rio and Tokyo Olympics, the second fastest woman all time in the 100 meters, third fastest woman all time in the 300 meters, and the woman tapped to be the person most likely to break the 30-odd-year-old 100-meter world record set by Flo Jo, I believe in 1988, if my memory serves me correctly, or 1987, somewhere around there, is in current negotiations to return to the MVP track club. Wowza. People, that is honestly shocking, because I remember her saying, "No way, Jose." And I remember Stephen Francis saying, "No way, Jose." People, if this is true, do you know how momentous this is? How shocking this actually is? Anyway, the last time we saw Elaine Thompson-Herah was this.
Elaine Thompson messes up her Achilles at the
Now, I have to concede, we recently saw an interview with Nationwide, big up to Nationwide and the crew over there. And they asked, this is early this year, they asked Stephen Francis some very specific questions about Elaine Thompson-Herah that we're going to feature. And it was evident to me listening to that, and I believe I said this in a previous video, it was evident to me listening to that interview that something had changed, because the rigidness of Stephen Francis seemed to have softened. I mean, he seemed to be more receptive to the idea of Elaine Thompson-Herah returning. Watch the interview and tell me what you think.
I don't think Elaine has reached the end. I think that Elaine's body cannot hold up to most of the methods, the methods of 99.9% of the coaches in Jamaica, because they rely on a lot of natural versus mechanical, right? And Elaine's body cannot deal with those kind of things, right? I mean, I think personally that if she were to ask me what she should do, I would tell her to go to somewhere in the States, right, and train, because I don't think that she's going to be able to survive using the methods which they use out here to try and get her to top speed. I mean, she can't fit in at MVP, because MVP right now has too much talent, which is a priority. But you know, that is what I would tell her. But I don't think she's done. It will be difficult. I mean, I have a lot of sympathy for Elaine. It's hard to coach somebody for over 10 years and not develop some kind of bond. And I don't like to see what is happening to her now. Right? So, I mean, I'm not going to say the priority we have right now is that we have a lot of young girls. Right? We have a potential superstar as young as 18, and we have them going up to 20, 21, 22. And so those are the priority we have right now, along with the older ones. Right? So I don't know if it is possible for us to bring in somebody of that stature, but As I said, I would certainly suggest to her what she should do.
So the answer is no, you wouldn't take her back?
We will never say no, but it will be difficult to see it happening at the moment. Which is a better answer than what I gave you last time.
Sure. You're getting there. Probably if we ask you next year. Next year we ask her, she's probably over there already. Coach, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, now here's the thing. When we are up in our feelings as human beings, you know that we often make really, really bad decisions. And, you know, he said something in that interview that really stuck with me, and which is kind of logical. He said it's hard to coach someone for over 10 years and not develop a bond. Wow. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. The fact of the matter is, if Elaine Thompson-Herah returns to MVP, there's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on. Remember, the current queen of MVP is Shericka Jackson. I do believe that these dynamics interfere with everything. I don't get the impression that Shericka and Elaine are as close as Shericka and Shelly. So I don't know how that would impact anything. But the positive is that the only person that we have seen historically who has been able to manage her injury issues, because I don't think they can be solved. I think they have to be managed. And I think that's what MVP is good at. And that's why Ms. Osborne was so good at it, because she was with MVP for many years and she knows what MVP did to manage Elaine Thompson-Herah's injury issues. This is huge, people, because the truth is Elaine is still relatively young. And if she can find someone who can manage those injury issues, you're talking about her being a real top-tier threat once again. And since MVP has perfected the art of managing these injuries, you're talking about MVP now having Shericka Jackson, Elaine Thompson-Herah, and Kishane Thompson all, and Tia Clayton, and Tina Clayton. I mean, we're talking about unimaginable sprint power. And the truth is, I've heard many persons come on this particular platform. Many of the Royals have complained and said she needs to go back to MVP, And I was one of the persons I concede that kept saying, I don't think she's ever going to go back to MVP the way they left. I mean, it was so emotional. There was a lot of emotions happening there. But the truth is, the best place for her to be would be at MVP Track Club. I don't get the impression that Elaine Thompson-Herah wants to be coached by someone overseas, because she would have to leave her family, leave to go and live overseas. And I just have never gotten the vibe that she wants to actually live overseas for any length of time for any reason. Now, as I said, what we've heard here at Peter Lloyd World is that they are in negotiation. So this has not been written in stone. It's not a yes. But the fact that she has returned to MVP, people, is absolutely shocking news. It's even more shocking than Shelly and Fraser Price leaving Ronaldo Walcott and Broadway. And that's massive news. But for me, the takeaway here is that Elaine Thompson-Herah could be returning to the tutelage of the female sprint genius, Stephen Francis. Both of them would have matured, both of them would have learned a lot of lessons. And I think this is massive for track and field. This is absolutely massive. Now, how will Shericka Jackson take Elaine returning? Because let's face it, Shericka Jackson is the queen of MVP at this point in time. And if Elaine returns, you can't have two queens. So I don't know. And rumor has it that one of the reasons why Shelly left MVP to begin with is that she was replaced by Elaine Thompson-Herah, and she couldn't handle that replacement. People, this is huge news. If this goes through, the sky is literally the limit. Because whoever he was as a coach when he was coaching Elaine Thompson-Herah, Stephen Francis has improved. And Elaine Thompson has matured emotionally and mentally. And the talent is still there. So this is crazy. This is really shocking news in every way. People just remember how she left She basically said, "Me nah go back. Me no give me the business." And I said, "Me nah go back." And he basically said, "She can't come back here. We don't want her to come back here." I'm so sorry. I'm getting a little too Jamaican for my friends who are not quite Jamaicans. Elaine basically said, "I will never return." And the MVP boss, coaching boss, Stephen Francis said, "I don't want you to ever return." So this is huge improvement. I really want to know what your thoughts are about this. I should be reporting on the other two things, Shelley leaving, and I'll do that in another video, but this is so massive, people. I had to talk about this. This is humongous. So what are your thoughts? If this works out, how do you see this impacting MVP? How do you see this impacting Elaine Thompson-Herah? Now, don't forget to go over there and check out our Peter Lloyd World of Wealth channel, all about finances, great practical, pragmatic advice that anyone can apply. Go check it out. Our newest video is up, How Babylon Keeps You Broke. Very important. Go check it out. Also, don't forget to check out our Printify merchandise store if you want to support the channel. It's a slow season now. You know, support us, get a mug or something. And I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, the like button. Remember, your royals, kings and queens. Bless us.